What's going on, fellow traders? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're ready for an exciting journey through the daily stock market watch list that I've personally curated for you. I've done all the heavy lifting. We're going to unveil a lineup of profit pack picks that can help you maximize your gains. You're going to trade smarter, not harder. And that's one of my mantras is to, when you simplify trading, trading becomes simplified. And our mission here is simple. It's to empower you with the knowledge and insights you need to conquer the markets. Whether you're a seasoned trader, you're looking for an edge, you're a newcomer eager to learn, the picks that we're presenting here today have the potential to make a significant impact on your portfolio. So grab your notepad, you can buckle up, and you can get ready to dive in to this stock market watch list that I put out for you guys for free every single day. It's designed to help you guys make the most of your trading. The screen you see in front of you, that is TradingView. If you've never used something like this before, there's a link in the description below. That link will give you a free 30-day trial to TradingView. And then if you decide to actually use it after the 30-day trial or before, you get up to $30 off of that subscription. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into this list. And I'm going to start off with something that you don't often see. So we've got on Morgan Stanley here, we've got 3 outside bars in a row. And an outside bar or a 3 bar just breaks the high and the low of the previous candle. Just like this outside bar broke the high and the low, this outside bar broke the high and the low. This is one way that broadening formations are created. So if you're familiar with the Strat, you know what a broadening formation is. And basically it's lows to highs to lows, which we did, from the lows back to the highs. So it is very possible that we could continue to trend right up through that broadening formation, or we trend back down tomorrow, and it's very possible that we stay inside bar. And an inside bar is very simple. It's the opposite of an outside bar. It doesn't break the high or the low. It stays within the range. So just something to watch on Microsoft. You realistically can play either side. I know one of the people in my Discord, free to join, by the way, the link is down below. The Discord is free to join. Someone in the Discord took this Morgan Stanley play because I talked about it, and they got stopped out, and that's okay. It's going to happen. You're not going to win every trade. But we're going to look at Morgan Stanley with that outside bar again on Wednesday. I should mention this is the watch list for Wednesday, September 13th. And like I said, I do put these out for free every single day. The only thing I ask for you guys in advance is when those ads roll through, let them roll through, because those ads help pay for my time to create these videos for you, to help do the heavy lifting for you guys. Okay, let's move on to Target. And Target's something I wanted to talk about because I talked about this inside bar on yesterday's video. I also talked about this pink line, which is the weekly swing trade indicator. So we've broken that already. So if you wanted to, you could take the break of this inside bar to the downside tomorrow, okay? I'm okay with that. It's a 2-2 continuation. It's already a 2 down. We've got full time frame continuity in our favor on Target, and we've already broken that weekly trigger. So there's a bunch of things that are telling us that the probability of this to continue downwards is very, very high. And every trade that we talk about, every strategy that you guys look at, it's based off of probabilities, and that's all it can be. It can't be anything else, because when this market opens tomorrow, no one knows what this candle is going to be. It's based off of probability and what we see behind us. Okay, that's what it's based off of. We move on to BIDU. So BIDU has that 2 up, finished red. We've got really good time frame continuity, and we have a shooter candle, which is a bearish pattern. We also are very close to going 2 down on the week. I'm not sure if that's going to happen tomorrow, but that is looking like the direction BIDU is going to take tomorrow. Into Goldman Sachs, here's that outside bar that we talked about again. You can look to take this outside bar again on either side. I don't often put these outside bars on here, but it's something you can look at on Goldman Sachs to take that outside bar. Macy's. So Macy's has this 3-1 setup, and you notice the white bars are the outside bars, the yellows are the inside bars. That's part of my indicator that I've created for you. That link is in the description below. It also includes these candlestick numbers that you see here and the time frame continuity. If you don't know what time frame continuity is, make sure you check the end of my video. There will be a video on time frame continuity explaining what that is. It's a very important cog, not in just this strategy, but any strategy that you guys are looking at. So essentially, off of any inside bar, we're looking for these big runs. This is the probability of these big runs. That's what we look for, or these upsides here. This one in particular has an outside bar in front of it. It's a 3-1 setup. And let's just trend back. We'll look for a gold highlight, as that is another part of my indicator. It marks these things out for you guys with gold highlights, and these setups don't happen very often. They're very rare. And so this one, last time it happened on Macy's, was all the way back in October of 22. And we had this outside bar, inside bar setup, and then we ran this big explosion off these inside bars. And that's exactly the type of setups and potential that we're looking at on these plays. We move into Roblox. Let's fast forward here. Roblox. A 1-3 setup. So ADX Trades was talking about this last week. We're going to continue to discuss these because they have, again, really high potential to be successful trades. Now, if we go back and find the last 1-3, again, these are also very rare. So this one ended up going outside bar. We triggered down and then went to the upside. Here's another 1-3 where we gap down. Okay, so Roblox, and again, I'm glad they don't work out because it shows you guys that not every single setup works the way it's supposed to. Okay, it's probability based. Probability says, yes, we should have a successful trade, but it doesn't always happen. So we can look for the break on either side on Roblox here. This would not be part of my top 5. I do give out top 5s to the Griswold Gold members. My Discord is free, but there is a paid portion. That paid portion gets you a 1-hour course on what we're discussing here, this exact strategy. It gives you one-on-one time with me through Google Meets or Zoom. It gives you live trading bots. Gives you this indicator that we've looked at here and a bunch of other things. So you can look into that. It's $50 a month, and you can make that realistically back in one trade. Now, let me figure out where I was here. What are we on? Roblox. So next we go to Roku. So I'm not sure why I had Roku on here. Let's look at this. I think maybe the only reason I had Roku on here was we had this 2-up shooter candle, and I just wanted to show you guys the potential of these trades where we trigger and we hit targets and we have these big wins. That might have been the only reason, but we'll move on to the next setup, American Airlines. Not quite a shooter candle, but we have this 2-up that finished red. We're going to look for puts on this at 1408. And the targets, guys, we haven't talked about where we put the targets, but if you're looking for puts, they just go to the low of the preceding wick. That's it, right? So the next one would go here, and then the next one you'd have to go further back in time to find out where it goes. On to AMD, inside bars. Okay, we talked about the inside bars already. We are 2 down on the week. I know that because we've gone 2 down past that pink line. So calls are still possible, but we're going to look for puts here more probably at 103.18. It's a more probable situation or scenario. It still could go as a call, so you're going to look at that as well at 106.74. And I always tell people, when you look at these inside bars, you should be thinking them, when you see those yellow bars, as a spring, getting compacted, squeezed, loaded, compressed. And when that releases, when that new candle opens, hits the trigger, we're looking for an explosion. We move on to BA here. 2 down green. We're going to look for calls back to the upside on BA at 212.26. If you guys have questions, please leave them down below. I get back to everybody. I answer all questions. Test me out. Leave a comment below. I will thumbs up it. I will heart it, and I will respond to it. You can also get a hold of me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold, or like I said previously, on the Discord, which is free to join. That link is in the description. 3-1 setup on Baba with the hammer candle, so we can look for puts at 88.18 or calls at 89.96. The last time we go look for the gold highlight. Last time we had a 3-1 setup on Alibaba. There. Boom, 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 boom. Big run off of this 3-1 setup. We gapped down, but we had that big run. On to CVX. Also a 3-1 setup, so we can look for the exact same thing there. Calls at 167.19. Puts at 165.10. Datadog, inside bar, calls at 101.16, puts at 98.17. Coca-Cola. Hey, Coca-Cola has this outside bar. We have trended down. We're 2 down on the month. We're 2 down on the quarterly. That's the 3-month there. And I want to say, is that the yearly? Usually my orange is the yearly. So the yearly, we're still inside bar. So 3-month, we're 2 down. The 1 month, we're 2 down. The weekly, we are inside bar, but about to, if we can break this here, we'll go 2 down again, 2-2 continuation on the week. So we're going to look for that off of the outside bar on Coke. NVIDIA, inside bar, shooter candle. We are already 2 down on the week. We've broken out of the inside bar on the weekly. So we can look for puts at 445.31 or calls if we look for a retrace to the upside at 456.73. Pfizer, it's been in a downtrend for a really long time. We've got great time frame continuity. Inside bar. So calls are still possible, 34.21. We can also look for those puts at 33.75. Targets, bottom of the preceding wick. If we're looking for calls, tops of the preceding wicks. Teladoc, not something again that I put on here, but we do have a 2-up, finished red, shooter candle, full time frame continuity. We are stuck on an inside bar on the week, but we can look for puts here at 22.43 on Teladoc. First target, 22.20. Tesla, 2-up, finished red, shooter candle. We'll look for the puts there at 266.60. First target marked here. And then we have, we've already broken to the upside on the weekly swing on Tesla. So we'll see how that one plays out on Wednesday. Uber, also 2-up on the week, but we finished the day with a 2-up red shooter candle, meaning the sellers have taken things back. We can look for puts there at 47.90. First target, marked out at the bottom of the wick. The next target, we didn't talk about this. Okay, we got to fill the gap. There's no candle between here and here. So the next target becomes that gap fill. Once the gap is filled, our next target to the bottom of the wick. On to XOP. Is that what I see there? XOP. XOP is next. Another 3-1 setup. So you guys know how to play those already. If we go back in time, because we have talked about them enough, there's been a bunch of them. If we go back in time, look for our gold highlighter from the Griswold Strat indicator. There, we gapped up. It ran big to the upside off of that. And that happens. Sometimes we're going to get gaps. We'll see if we can find one more back here. And again, they don't happen. We have to go so far back to search for these. This right here, guys, this is our probability. This is what we look for. These big, big breaks to the downside or the upside. That's exactly what we got. Played out exactly like the candlesticks said it was going to play out. We look at Amazon. We'll go back to the start here and zoom out for you guys. Inside bar on Amazon. So we can look for calls at 143, puts at 140.61. We are 2-up on the week already. Last time Amazon had an inside bar. That's a 3-1 setup. Let's look for another 3-1 setup. Let's look for a single inside bar. This one wasn't great, okay? We triggered to the upside, and that's all we got. I didn't see any others back here. Let's check one more on Amazon. Inside bar. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight days we ran up for on Amazon off that inside bar. That is the explosion we look for. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good luck trading on Wednesday. I wish you guys, as always, nothing but the best. Thank you to everybody who's followed me, supported me along this journey. I'm here to do the exact same thing back for you guys. We are a community. We're here to help each other. And I've said recently, we're becoming lions. There are no bulls here. There are no bears here. We are lions. We are taking control of the stock market. We play to the upside. We play to the downside. Thank you guys for joining me, and we will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.